stadium. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Bulldogs and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Washington Huskies trying to get back on top, coming off a strong season at 9-4. Jed Fish is starting to build back that roster. After his quarterback, Damon Williams, flirted with the transfer portal, he is back in purple and gold, and that is good news for the Huskies trying to build something special in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Bulldogs will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense will take the field first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially...
Caught, and he's got room. Running through contact. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The Bulldogs offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Fires to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And the Bulldogs decide to punt it away. Pulls it in at the 25. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's Williams to throw. Got it. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented...
Got a little press. And he... Good enough for a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Handoff to the lone back.
And that's a real... play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing, Williams. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one. Got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third down from the gun, Williams. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And they get him down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Working the middle, it's complete. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Maybe a crease.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. Turning it on. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
The give on the inside. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. It's complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Muscling ahead on third and short. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They go right back to it. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action with Williams. Dumps it to the back. It's caught. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun. Give on the inside. Maybe some room here. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Now adjusting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Luck. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Finds his big tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
To the air on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. As a result now, fourth down.
No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Williams makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Washington wants to go quickly. Williams looking for a man. Complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a third and long. It's Williams again. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams. Here's a heat. Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. He makes a catch. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Might have a chance. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The give out of the gun. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Play fake, Williams. The throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Finds the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Williams to throw. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. Lost a throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Tosses it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Reads it, fires complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Throwing, Williams. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. He's got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Deep shot for the end zone. Fired into the end zone, incomplete.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Williams floats it out in space. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker right now, but he's already missed in this game, so I can see conversations happening. The kicker is working into the net right now, trying to keep calm and cool. If they do call his number, we'll see what they decide. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to run it. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. This time it's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. There's some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Huskies sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field.
Makes the grab and room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Williams escapes the pressure going right. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Williams will pass. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Avoids pressure on the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Gotta find a completion on this one. Fires to the middle. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.